If it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day Hangover. Greetings all, I'm Bart, the Success Educator, and today's topic is spend more time in nature. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, or join me with a cocktail, and let's get started. This is Hump Day Hangover. Now, there are no two ways about it. Our minds must interact with nature in order to function properly and optimally. Research has found that a half-hour walk outdoors allows you to absorb the remedy you may need to reduce anxiety levels, increase your quality of sleep, boost your mood. As you begin to listen to birds chirping and see the sun reflect off a pond, or feel a gentle breeze blowing, you are actually releasing built-up stresses and anxiety without even knowing it. Now, today's lesson, as with most, come from my best-selling book, My Moment to Succeed. Go out to my website, successeducator.com. You'll find a link out there to Amazon where you can order it. I'll personalize it, autograph it for you, but you also can find it in a number of independent bookstores. But let's get back to our topic of spend more time in nature. Now, there's many theories and studies out there that support the benefits of spending more time outdoors. Let's talk about a few of those. First of all, being in nature improves your vitality. Scientific studies have shown that natural environments can have remarkable benefits for your health. Just 20 minutes with nature improves your emotional strength and increases your enthusiasm. You become more resilient and you have a greater zest for life. So, go for a run, take a walk, ride your bike. Many neighborhoods have nature paths that are designed specifically for that purpose. Secondly, take a look around. Are you living or working near a green space? Well, green spaces reduces depression. City planners purposely use green space to beautify and improve overall mental wellness. Those who live among nature are less depressed. Take a look at new subdivisions being built in your area. Are they being built with a green space there? Is that part of the landscape? There are also a number of parks with wooded areas now that have nature trails. Third, we've learned that exposure to plants and parks boost our immunity. Scientists have found spending time in natural surroundings such as parks, forests, green spaces increases our immune functions. Airborne chemicals that are emitted that plants use to protect themselves from rotting actually have a benefit to humans. Now, there's apps also available for those of you who have allergies, so download an app or check with your local meteorologist, but enjoy the outdoors whenever you can, especially when that allergy count is low. Now, here's something we learned back in elementary school. Sunlight is a great resource for vitamin D. When sunlight hits the skin, it begins a process that leads to creating and activating vitamin D. Low vitamin D levels are linked to an increase in heart attacks. So consult your physician though before you start a regimen outdoors, because you want to know what is the proper amount of sunlight and the proper amount of sunscreen to wear. It's very important to know how your body is going to react and wear that sunscreen even during the winter months. The next thing we've learned is that nature is a happiness booster. Think about that. Nature is a happiness booster. Now, there was a Canadian study that found that participants who spent at least 30 minutes a day in nature for 30 days reported an increase in their sense of well-being. They had more energy, less stress, they reported better sleep, they showed more productivity on the job, and the bottom line was they were happier. So go out, spend some time in nature, and conduct your own study. In your journal, make notes each day that you go outdoors. Record how you feel based on your outdoor activity. And the next morning, journal how well you slept. One thing you might not realize is that being in nature does in fact improve your creativity. Creativity peaks after about 3 days of getting away and immersing yourself in nature. There's many artists, many writers who go out into nature, into a cabin, and just go out and immerse themselves into a natural setting. Constant distractions and the stimulation of modern life does threaten your creative juices. And when this happens, both intellectual and emotional resources get zapped. But in nature, your mind is less vulnerable to distraction. And what does that do? That stimulates your ability to be creative and also stimulates problem solving. How many times when you feel stressed have you just gone out and taken a walk to clear your mind? That's exactly what you're doing. You're airing out your thoughts. Next, aligning with nature improves both memory and cognition. Wow. See, the brain actually welcomes the sights and the sounds of nature. Research has found that memory and attention improves by 20% after taking a break and just walking through an arboretum. They did the same study, and they took the same group of people, and they had them walk down a busy street. You know what the outcome was? No real increase in their memory and in their attention. So being outdoors is different than immersing yourself in nature. Think about many of the office buildings now or shopping malls that have arboretums where you can walk through. Now they have garden restaurants. There is a reason for that, and there's a purpose behind that. So we've talked a lot about habit and how to form habits. Well, it's real critical that you make it a habit to spend more time in nature. Get outside in nature and play. Exercise outside in a park rather than at a gym. Have lunch outdoors. If allowed, keep a plant in your office. And how about this one? Reroute your drive home and go through a park or a green space. You'll be amazed what that does to your stress level, to your attention level, and how much it calms you down. And remember, success occurs when your dreams are bigger than your excuses. And there is no excuse for not spending some time in nature. When you embrace nature, Mother Nature smiles, and the universe likes that. Let's talk a little bit about our journaling activities for the week. This week's journaling activities, as always, start out and list the wins you experienced today. You should be listing wins every day and throughout the day. Next, ask yourself, how much time do you spend in nature? And what can you do to increase your interactions with nature? And then take a walk around a green space or through a park or out in nature. And what do you hear that was unique or unexpected? And what did you see that was unique or unexpected? And also make a list of places you can go outside or in like a garden cafe or arboretum for lunch while you work. Prior to lunch and prior to going outside, ask yourself, what would you expect your energy level to be like when you return to work? And then after having lunch outside or in one of these green spaces, what is your energy level like when you do return to work? Now this week's Bardism comes from Albert Einstein. And Albert Einstein taught us that look deep into nature and then you will understand everything better. And don't forget that gratuity list. List 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. And so thank you for spending a few moments with me. Hit that subscribe button below. Click on the bell next to it to receive notifications. Go out to my website, successeducator.com. Across the top are all the links to my social media. Follow me on social media. Be sure to share this program and comment. I'll be happy to share your comments with our audiences. And also, don't forget the success store. And finally, remember, what comes to mind when someone mentions your name? That is your brand. So until next Wednesday, this has been Hump Day Hangover.